What's poppin'?
Today we're here with a special guest.
I'm Elliot.
And we're going to be answering your assumptions about us. Elliot has all of the assumptions written down, and they're going to read it to us, and then we're going to address them. Let's get started.
Okay, number one. Stephanie is a man.
Should I answer that or not? Alright, so, I've gotten this my whole life. I was born a woman, and I would say I'm a woman, but if you think I'm a man, then sure, I'm a man. If you want to use he, him pronouns, sure. I'm kind of like genderqueer, gender fluid. I don't really care.
The question is, you are a man. Because I think people are saying that because you have, sharp features. Like the nose, the jawline, the dark eyebrows.
Okay, that's a good point. People think I was born a man because of my features and my masculinity. I was born a woman. I was not born a man.
Alright, moving on.
Abby is not friends with Stephanie.
That's actually true. No, I'm joking. A lot of people have said this to me. They've approached me and been like, wait, are you actually friends with her? But I genuinely am. I love her to death. So we are actually friends. It's not just for the videos, for the illusion. We are friends.
Yeah. I think people don't realize that we exist outside of their perception. We hang out outside of recording.
Hello.
We FaceTime after school.
Every day.
Multiple times a day. So people think that we're only friends when they can see us, but that's not the case. So
alright, moving on.
Abby is a bad influence.
Everyone or Stephanie?
I feel like people think it's everyone.
Well, this isn't SNA and everyone.
There's been situations where people have approached Stephanie, or not even approached, but just said out loud, to the both of us, that I've been a bad influence, or I changed Stephanie for the worse.
People feel like you shouldn't be friends with Abby, she's a bad influence on you.
We had a teacher tell us that one time.
Teacher.
I don't think I am. Maybe since she became friends with me, she was able to be more herself, but I don't feel like I made you like that.
No, but it's true. Everybody kind of had a perception of me. My friends, my teachers, my family, and it got to a point where I could not pretend to be the person they thought I was. When I stopped pretending to be that person, they liked me less. So then I found new friends who were nicer to me and accepted me for who I was, and so then I became more myself.
Okay, moving on.
Stephanie is the smart one.
Yeah, low-key.
No.
Actually, I'm the smart one. We all have decent grades.
Yeah. I feel like Stephanie, though, she doesn't have to try as hard as us.
Well, okay. People think I'm smart. It's because I'm a quick learner. If somebody teaches to allow their students to understand it, then I'll understand quicker. Yeah. But I don't have a good work ethic, and I don't have a good memory at all whatsoever. Just because I learn quicker doesn't mean I retain the information.
Facts. I don't retain much information unless it's drilled into my brain. And I don't think it's your fault for not having a good work ethic.
When I was younger, because I was a quick learner, teachers and parents always were like, oh my god, you barely have to try. And so because I never tried, I never got a work ethic.
You're like a gifted child.
That was the same with me when I was younger too, because I just got it all quickly.
Yeah. When I was in the 4th and 5th grade, I was put in a separate classroom to learn math and English.
Same. I was in the accelerated math class. Mm-hmm. I did algebra 1 in 8th grade because I was accelerated and stuff. But I still have to do it in 9th grade. So.
Oh, I did that too. I just remembered.
Yeah.
So in elementary school, I was in the gifted program. This was in Arizona, and then I came to, I almost said America. I came to California, and they were like, oh yeah, you are pretty good at math. So I did pre-algebra in 7th grade, and then algebra 1 in 8th grade. And then 9th grade was geometry. People have always said oh my god, you're so smart. And so then I never learned how to do anything.
Yeah. Next assumption
is Abby is older.
I'm actually not older. My birthday is September 29th, and Stephanie's birthday is January 27th.
I'm 8 months older.
Yeah, so 8 months older.
But she's more mature.
It's not that I'm more mature, it's just
you present yourself.
Yeah, I present myself more mature.
Since I was little, I've always treated everyone like a peer.
Yeah.
No matter who they were, what age, I always treated everybody like they were my best friend.
In our personal lives, we're definitely more on the same level, but in presentation wise, I think I present myself more mature.
No, yeah.
Next.
You guys are intimidating.
We both have RBF.
Yes. It's not even just the RBF. Also, she's pretty tall, and I have a power walk. I walk like I'm going somewhere.
If you guys are in school with us, and, you see Stephanie walking around, I'm scared of her sometimes.
Yeah. If you even just say hi to us, I think that assumption kind of leaves your head.
We can be intimidating. If we don't like you, you're gonna know.
Nah,
If I don't like you, you're going to know. I think Stephanie definitely plays it off more as I like everybody.
Unless you cross a friend. If you cross a friend, then you're dead.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I just don't like someone's vibes. They're gonna know. Okay, next.
Stephanie is nice and Abby is mean.
If you don't talk to us, we look intimidating.
For sure.
If you say hi, like we both seem really sweet. If Abby doesn't like you, she's super intimidating. And if I don't like you, I'm going to talk about you to Abby and I'm going to be 10 times meaner than Abby is. If I acted like my deepest, meanest self, I would be the meanest person in the entire school.
Okay, moving on to the next assumption.
So this was an assumption I heard in choir, and it was that you guys don't care about choir.
From my perspective, I loved choir in middle school, and in freshman year, I was so excited to go into choir. But in choir, like freshman year, we sang like gospel music,
Like death songs.
We sang like Christian songs, and I was like not for it at all. I just didn't enjoy it. Like there was some fun stuff that we did, but I didn't enjoy it, so then I kind of stopped caring. Is my water bottle in camera?
So this is where we differ because I did choir 4th grade and 5th grade. When I moved to California in 6th grade, the choir class was filled up, but then I did it 7th and 8th. And in my middle school,
Because like we went to different middle schools.
yeah, we sang like those kind of songs. We sang songs in other languages. We sang gospel songs, songs about death. So I liked those kinds of songs. I did care about choir in high school, 9th grade and sophomore year. There wasn't a point where I ever stopped enjoying the songs we sang. What happened is I thought the choir teacher got a little mean after a while, and I felt like she honestly started targeting me and Abby, and even before we were kind of disruptive in class. We were disruptive in class.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were disruptive sometimes, but it was always like kind of funny. It's like she would get so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened is she started targeting us, and then we became a little disruptive. That's true. She began targeting us more and more to the point where we couldn't do anything without making a mistake.
Yeah, and like it ended up getting to the point where like we would literally be talking in class during a break when everyone else is talking, and she goes, "Can you guys be quiet?"
I believe that there were students who were slightly more disruptive than us.
And our teacher loved them, so like they didn't get in trouble for anything.
Yeah, she just laughed at it.
I think Abby at some point might have stopped caring about the songs like a little bit.
I just kind of stopped putting effort in.
Yeah, I never didn't like the songs we sang. Like, I always wanted to give effort. I think slowly I felt like the classroom environment was getting like more and more toxic, especially towards us.
Next assumption.
That you guys were only in choir for an easy A.
No.
False. We didn't like go into it like being like, oh, this is an easy class, like we're gonna get an A. Like that wasn't our goal.
In middle school, I had a choir teacher who was friends with the choir teacher at the high school. Sometimes I would talk to her like after class or stuff like that. We would like joke around about how some kids were only in there for easy A's. And I remember like, this is gonna sound really bad, but I remember like looking down on those kids and being like, wow, how could they? I never went into any years of choir ever thinking it was an easy A. I always went into it because I loved singing and I loved choir.
Same. That was my original goal because I loved it. And then it just became a toxic environment.
A chore.
Yeah, it became a chore. Like I almost dreaded going to the class.
I did dread it.
We all like loved choir. It's just that situation, that environment didn't quite work out for specifically you guys. And I just lost interest in choir.
Yeah.
Like we loved it until it got bad.
I never didn't like choir. I didn't like the classroom.
Yeah.
At the second half of sophomore year, pretty much every day I would dread going to that class. I had to like prepare to like go into that class and expect to get like attacked from somebody.
Like if you know something bad's gonna happen and for no reason, like for what?
Yeah.
Like, then you're not gonna be like on your best behavior. You're not gonna be like sucking up. Like it's like they're gonna hate you anyways.
Us like messing around in the class, like being boisterous and like noisy and annoying. Personally, it was a way for me to cope. I would try to have fun and be funny to like cope with it and to make myself feel better. In one of our early vlogs, there was a point where we were late to choir and we didn't care.
Yeah, we like laughed it off.
That kind of plays into the assumption that, oh, we don't care. But again, it was the fact that we did not want to go to class. So it wasn't like, oh, haha, lol, we're late to choir. It was more like,
oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
We've been filming for like 45 minutes.
I honestly thought we were going to have no footage.
Same. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it.
And subscribe if you want to see more and help them get to
180
subscribers.
And while you're at it, press the notification bell to notify you every time we post.
And comment down below more assumptions you have of us or questions you'd like us to answer.
And make sure to check out our socials in the description, and we'll be linking Elliot's too.
That's it.